To start off, I'm going to be speaking about abortion. I will be discussing teen pregnancies with an abortion, statistics on women of different ages, and lastly, I want to speak about the general facts of the procedure being done. Abortion is a real thing and a very sensitive subject for most people. Instead of speaking on that matter, I plan to share what all I have learned about this topic in hopes that you may learn something too. Firstly, teen pregnancy is very common. The rate among teens ranging from 15 through 19 years old was 43 per 1,000, which means it was fewer than 5%. Although teens 18 and 19 years old made up 41% of all women aged from 15 through 19, they accounted for 72% of all pregnancies in this age group. In 2013, the U.S. pregnancy dropped to the lowest it has been in almost 80 years. ThoughtCode.com has been a very helpful resource. It has been the most helpful website to find facts on teenage pregnancy. The abortion rate of teenage girls that were 14 years and younger was 52%, while teen girls among the ages 15 to 17 was only 32%. There's quite a bit of difference between the two age groups. The rate of sexually active teens in the United States, ranging from 15 to 17, report that 40% of them have engaged in sexual activities that could result in pregnancies. 75% of women, 48% of males, stated that their first experience of sexual intercourse was with a steady partner. Next, I want to discuss the different ages of women that proceed with abortions. Women between the ages 15 through 19 account for 19% of all abortions. Women ranging from ages 20 to 24 account for another 33% of all abortions. And about 25% of abortions are obtained by women that are 30 years old or older. Thanks to the National Abortion Federal website for all of these facts, posted and revised in 2013. The women who tend to have the highest rates in abortion are older teenagers and young adults, while anybody younger than 15 and women older than 35 have the lowest. Each year, 1.3 million pregnancies are ended with an abortion. Every year, almost half of all pregnancies of American women are unintended. And so, if the current rates continue, it is predicted that 35% of all women will have an abortion or have had an abortion by the age of 45. Most women that get an abortion, 83% of them, are not married, and 67% of them are married. Lastly, I will be talking about the different courses of actions that can be taken when considering abortion. There are many different ways of procedures to have an abortion. An abortion is simply a medical procedure that ends a pregnancy. In clinic abortions, there's one. The first one is a clinic abortion. It is a very safe and effective way. The most common way of an abortion is this procedure. It is a suction that removes the fetus from the uterus, which is called a suction abortion. And then another procedure is called a dilation and evacuation. It uses a suction and medical tools to fully empty the uterus, and you are able to get the dilation and evacuation later on in pregnancy rather than earlier in your pregnancy. And I learned most of this information from Planned Parenthood. There's another type. The other type is a pill abortion, which causes probably not a good option because it causes many cramps and even bleeding that passes through the fetus. In most states, abortion is an option until you are 24 weeks pregnant, although some states cap their restrictions at 20 to 22 weeks pregnant. Therefore, the earliest an abortion can be performed is 4 to 6 weeks, depending on the state in which you live in. If you are under 10 weeks pregnant, it is very likely that you will proceed with the pill method, which the doctor gives you to do at home. 91.6% of abortions are performed within the first 13 weeks of pregnancy. Therefore, most women are given the pill instead of a surgical procedure. In the third trimester of the pregnancy, almost all doctors condone an abortion unless it is to save the mother's life. As you become older, you will have more problems within your pregnancy, and it will be necessary for you to have one. If it is a life-threatening one, of course they're going to have an abortion if you're older. To conclude, I have covered teen pregnancy and its ratings, different ages of women that proceed with an abortion, and the different procedures that give abortion its name. There were many websites and articles that helped me with my research. People struggle on a day-to-day basis with pregnancies and are always not knowing their best options. I did my fair share of research because I had many questions too. Abortion is real, and I hope this gives you a better understanding and a little more knowledge on abortion and your options.